Heretics have just been so disciplined in the sense that they're just going to pause and wait and see if there's any sort of re-aggression from Cloud9 to clear that space. And with the KO knife coming in, it gives Cloud9 all the information they need to know about this execute coming in.
Yeah, 100%. Moose has just been able to pick up 2 easy ones, and Oxy being able to help out here. C9 look to flip the pistol round that Team Heretics have played for a second time. Spike in no man's land leaves Boo to go and do it all himself. A dink all the way in the back lines in heaven. But C9 will win the second first pistol round of this game.
And now we really get into the nitty-gritty, Cairo.
Yeah. Oh.
Boo getting lucky there, if anything.
100%. Moose has tried to play a little bit too cheeky. He's been caught. Luckily, the Omen is still up, but for the most part, I mean, Heretics are just going to walk in. That loss of personnel going to be an issue for C9. And so you're going to have to retake with the AWP.
Yeah, absolutely. Utility is starting to come back up for C9, though. Rossi's got their dart back, but it's this mid crunch that's going to be what helps C9 get back into this round.
Yeah, Team Heretics trying to play again on the front foot. Ryans is going to get caught by the utility that Heretics have in pocket. They've been looking to delay. A big kill from Boo will get the second as well. Stop the spike diffuser going any further forward, and we go equal on the round count.
The fist bumps coming into play as well.
Yeah, I mean,
and that is the beauty of getting to play up on stage.
Yeah, playing together, being in those scenarios, right? Just being together.
This is quite daunting.
He's missed the knife. The players have walked in, and Oxy's immediately been taken out. Straight away, the null command has been popped, and they're sending it into the site. Far too cheeky. Punished for it, CT.
But C9 have an answer back themselves. Benji going down, meaning the Rolling Thunder is no longer available for Team Heretics, and it's just a bloodbath in the kill feed right now.
Yes, Mini Boo once again towards backside, known about. They've got the Cosmic Divide up, but they pop through the other side. Zephyr trying to use a pop. Flash! A lovely double and a Red Bull clutch to bring us even in the round count. No, it didn't. That's the mental thing. And you're starting to look at Heretics' money, what they have. I mean, dribs and drabs. One sheriff having to be brought through. That's the exception to the rest of the team to gamble towards this side of the map. We're even getting ultimates being thrown in. The overdrive coming through from Mini Boo, and he's even been set up with stuns. This is lovely stuff. The Rolling Thunder to send it through, and Heretics scream their way to a 4th round.
To help set up that duelist, you see the Rolling Thunder come in from Benji Fishy, and it just allows Mini Boo to just continue on through into CT with that overdrive. If C9 ever wanted to save that round, there was no chance of them being able to do it.
Yeah, they're gambling very, very heavily. Site completely clear. C9, they've evacuated, they don't want anything to do with this.
Absolutely, Cairo, and as we've mentioned before, an off-port here.
That's true. Smokes the pair, dispersing and allowing Heretics to finally get the engagements that they are looking for. Vic holds on to CT, but it's just momentarily while C9 have a chance to...
What, realistically, though, can these Cloud9 players do?
That's the question, right? Benji's the first point of contact, while Mini Boo's looking to play off of him. Now it's just Zephyr left through towards CT. I think he's already thinking about saving that operator. That's exactly his spot. Looking to dip out there, but Heretics, they don't want to allow him out. The Neon's probably the hardest shot to hit. Zephyr will get it. A double for him.
Onto C9 so far.
I think that's the thing though, right? Like, you come out a long, lengthy break like that, and straight away you go for a pace switch up, try something different, and you catch the other team off guard. It's honestly so class. Pace change once again from Heretics rather than the slow, methodical round of blast. No command straight in, and Billy, they've got the site.
They have got the site, and I mean, C9 after that previous round, now that they've got guns into this one.
Weber now introducing the Cosmic Divide for the retake, stopping C9 from going any further, and now Weber has an idea about the backlines. They've seen the Omen, and Miniboo lies in wait, moving in, it's easy collected. Weber stops the backlines, and now only one player. Oxy not known about the shots aren't hitting. Oh my god, this is unlike him, but now easily finds the heads that he's looking for. 2v2, time is beginning to tick away, and while Oxy collects ultimate orbs, Heretics collect the round.
Just enough time to kind of come back into it, right? You see that Astral Form come in, and it's so nice from Miniboo to not even get cleared there.
But like that's the thing, right? Like I don't know. Obviously, when you like go through the Cosmic Divide, right? There's that like I felt as if he saw him, right? I felt as if he was through that.
I thought he did, yeah.
Well, anyway, this round, A main. While the players tap the orb, C9 try to make something of a trap play. It'll actually work out. A kill in their favour. Rien's caught. So how about you get that into a round win now? Yeah. Oh, that rolling thunder. And Oxy left on an island as Miniboo was sent forward, but it's his brother that actually capitalises upon that. Benji now the only player in main, and as they drop out, it's just Rossi that's able to collect. Now up to Weber. We will find it at 8-4. A gap of 4 rounds between the two, Billy. And
took them a wee bit to get back into it, but this was just really nice proactivity from C9 that last round there.
I was actually worried because while that Rolling Thunder did come in, just a minute before the Rolling Thunder was dropped, Rossi had used his owl drone towards top mid.
It'll be interesting to see how that works out for Heretics' defense.
Right now, it looks as if there is a set play pistol from Heretics looking to try and take things forward. The relay bolt was placed to perfection.
Which allows them to just all rotate towards that B site, and he is actually going to go for a pick. That's a whiff from Boo. Unfortunate, both the Lithuanian brothers being taken out this early on into the round.
Ah, that's stinky. But for C9, it's looking good. Rienz gets the first, but not much more. Benji, though, gets 2 of his own and downs the spike, leaving it all up to the Brit to do it all by himself. The breach off of the spike.
This timing could be everything, Cairo.
It could be. Stars being used, Gravwell already. That's straight onto a cooldown. Now Benji having to use his flash. That's it. Yep, that's a stun. That'll catch the kill the round. Vic will put C9 into a good spot.
That is, of course, the pros of seeing this double bubble come in.
Yeah, 100%.
Is that you can use that Astral utility for the concuss, for the pull.
Yeah, use in post plant and catching players off guard.
Again, you have to ask the question of what are Team Heretics going to do to find their way back into this one? Is it a full 5-man flank? It looks as though it's going to be.
Yeah, Miniboo's already been caught out, so there's an idea what C9 want to do, and well, Heretics have an idea about what they want to do. Actually, Moose, the fact that he tagged up Miniboo, will give...
Yeah, we know what some people think of that tactic.
Don't. Outrage.
I think it's great that we have a map now that you can do.
Actually, something that I wanted to know is Oxy's brought out the attack side.
Miniboo.
Yeah, here we go. And towards the back lines, there was a stun there. It hasn't worked out. Oh my God, Vic! Getting 2 to the good.
They now have to fathom a 2v4 situation. And C9 heading towards that B site. No Command probably didn't even need to be invested into this round.
I mean, the odds are he won't be able to clutch this, but before he's been able to do it, gets the first kill. It was clean, let's be honest, but the utility...
Getting proactive on that defense, not being afraid to go and push out areas in the map. I mean, they've recognized that C9 are heading towards this A main so often. So that's why Miniboo just sends it down mid. It's not a bad decision to make whatsoever. It's just that the fight's got a little bit too scrappy, Cairo.
Yeah, I would like to see them try it again, perhaps on a slower pace. I mean, we've seen teams...
Coming into this one though, Cairo, you can see the pings on the map as C9 get ready to execute onto this A site with the Astral Wall, with that Cosmic Divide.
Yeah, that's the value that we're talking about. And Vic will have his own value with a late luck coming through in towards heaven. A Rolling Thunder being invested in. Miniboo has straight away found two. Spike down, Hunter's Fury in. Here we go. Just Moose left to get it, but it's Weber that grabs the kill. It's double digits for team.
Fishy has an answer for it with that Rolling Thunder. Miniboo being able to capitalize as well off the back of it.
Yeah, all in all, like Miniboo, if he's set up in the correct spot, he'll absolutely punch it home straight through.
We've had some matches throughout this tournament so far where there's a clear star player, there's a clear individual, but C9 so far.
His crosshair placed towards the box, but he's looked away, and there's Oxy right beside him. He's looking, and he's calling. Guys, they're all on the B side! And picks his opportunity perfectly. Rienz is there to get one as well. Still though, the delay coming through. Lovely shots from Rossi. Allowed Zeppa an opportunity. No utility and no chance in hell. Heretics won't find 11.
So unfortunate for the C9 side, not clearing out Boo there. You called it, Cairo. He's out there on an island.
Yeah.
But C9 were so concerned with dealing with that fake in mids, right? They wanted to send utility out that way. They had a Sova Dart, they had a smoke over there. They were so focused on it that the fundamentals kind of just went out the window. C9 happy to go in on this. And look at the space that Oxy's taken already.
For instance, to pull players off the spike. Boo's on it early. And while Zeppa has already found Benji on the back lines, Heaven's gone. Heretics have a difficult problem to deal with, and that was Zeppa. He's gone now. They're trying to probe the main space, yet to get on towards the spike. There's no one there. This is looking like a C9 round. They've weathered the storm and finally found double digits. We're back within one.
With it being a plant on B, you can play back and rely on that Astra utility.
I mean, that's it. What they've got lineups there. They've got a contingency plan to deal with.
Again, a nice slow pace from C9 here, just contacting up A main to see if there's any overstep that Heretics might make, but no command invested, and they are going to dash out onto site.
Oh, Miniboo stepped into the smoke to catch players transitioning through, and Oxy, well, you give him targets and he will hit. I think, honestly, Billy, Heretics could be looking at a save. Fair enough, you have to be there to shoot it. Like, you have to win them in that occasion. But a little bit disjointed, and that's not something you often see about Heretics and how they play off one another, right? A little bit individualistic. I wonder if Neil's thinking about perhaps Cosmic Divide in. Look at Miniboo though, he's on the other side of it. He has been caught by the paranoia, and Vic capitalising off the back of it. There's only two players for Heretics to hold it down, and well, there's only two players left now. It's up to Boo and Weber.
And a one map, as we said, qualifies them through to that semi-final, Cairo. So much on the line here, and Oxy looking to close it out.
It's been a great performance by him so far, but that's all it will be, a great performance. A flawless round by C9, but Billy, that was not a flawless map.
Yeah, no, it certainly wasn't. I mean, the fact that C9 were able to come into that again. Team.
Yeah, but still, G2 are holding on towards Shower. They've got a foothold towards the site, and Corral and T1 towards Lamps. Or U-Haul, as they would call it over in NA, the wee man. This could be a win condition T1 could play through. They're taking their time coming in, waiting for all 5 players to be there, and Meteor now comes in at the perfect opportunity. Utility being thrown either side, but G2 were ahead momentarily, back in front. Leaf doing the business there. Still, they can't quite get the spike half, but they can get T1.
To see if they can find anything, just poking and prodding, to see if they can get a reaction and bait out any sort of utility from G2, and it is going to be a flash long, but the whiff, Trent has to back it up.
That blast pack was huge from Buzz, and the decision is to start to move on towards site. Trent still not cleared in the corner, he's down the spike. This is a point in which G2 can work through. They can try and flood through the spike, showstopper in, spike goes down. But look at this, the Brimstone of Sylvan's been put in a precarious situation. 30 points of health. Valen thinks he's towards long, spamming out, giving away his position, and a tap of the spike will allow T1 to grab the round.
Brimstone on Brimstone action there, but it is, of course, T1's Brimstone that comes out on top. And I mean, this push long was almost catastrophic for G2. Trent showing again his individual prowess.
Yeah.
And the fact that the Showstopper has committed that round and we see the Vi's utility towards CT that slows any...
Execute towards the B side. Molly will delay though, and that's the big thing about having Valen towards this side of the map. Finally, the ultimates are invested for T1. That's the null command in the showstop, but a value through getting the space. G2 now starting to flood in through the smokes. Meteor gets one, Belief gets two. Advantage to G, and trying to be methodical and clearing every corner, every nook and cranny. They allow T1 to fight back. Wingman on the spike. Look, we can deny it straight away, but Stacks has been forced back. Has a molly lineup, but has been allowed to drop low in HP. Both players close to 50.
Throughout this map so far. My God, man. I mean, that was a point that I wanted to pick up on in the later parts of that round is you still have the Gecko alive, you still have the KO alive, right? You still got two of those mollies that you can just throw onto that spike. It forces the side of G2 to have to actually...
Again from G2. Jonah P did use one of his flashes towards Fountain, and Stacks winning out that duel once more. Trent trades it at the very least.
I mean, these singers have been deadly throughout this tournament, and it's Trent that's going to have to face them with a Guardian and gets 4, Cairo!
He's going to get the ace! There you have it!
Incredible from Trent to be able to pick that up with the Guardian. I mean, we were just speaking about the buy that they were on, Cairo.
Yeah, I said medium load, right? Trying to have a joke, but look at Leaf, though. It's not the operator that's getting the biggest amount of information. It's just the position of Leaf, and he's been able to find Meteor as well. After getting that pick, immediately dips out. A Ghost, which T1 will have to chase and clear out.
Looking to answer back to a couple of the lurks that Meteor has been doing.
Well, there's the op that we were talking about earlier, and there's the showstopper. Lovely stuff from Jog, finding 5.
T1 have got to be asking themselves, you know, what are we doing wrong? What do we have that we can switch up now? Because we've seen a change of pace.
What they're doing well right now is getting Jog onto a very deep angle. He knows where one player is, and as the kill feed lights up, it's not Jog that gets the first kill, it's T1, and they're continuing to do so, taking occupancy of the B site and allowing that spike to go down.
Planted.
Coming back into this one, Cairo, we talk about the op coming back into a retake, and it is going to be Izu. Because
that's a big weapon. We've already seen the effectiveness of in the dog's hands. He's got the information, trying to double up through the 0-point knife. Jonah playing the off angle is, well, T1 might be distracted by Leaf. He gets the first, Jonah gets the second, and this trap is well and truly activated, and it's also come from short on A. But with the time so low, you would think that G2 have all but confirmed this round.
Taken down.
You say that, Cairo, but
it's that planning, right? That adaptations that G2 keep bringing forward. Even with that being said, like the mid-rounding and the ideas that Tier 1 are bringing forward with the Vi's.
One enemy.
It's really nice. Like we talk about teams. It is going to be a flood from Hookah that G2 are able to jump out of, and the flash is lovely, Cairo.
It's lovely indeed, Billy. He's even caught the Brim on long, he's holding on towards his own orbital strike, right? And that's the big thing. Still holding into the middle of sight. Meteor looks away at the wrong time, and it's all up to the Gecko of Isu, who's been doing so well in previous, but can he do it once again? A double stack, a high-low. Valen is working on the spike, he's even got it half. He needs to deny it, he needs to swing, but he won't get the opportunity. G2 will go into the next half, 2 in front.
Really nice retake from G2 coming out there in the last round of their defense, and again, we were seeing the strength of them having that Brim Molly. They've done that a couple of rounds, right? Where they just completely delay T1. Coming out onto site late to try and rush and get that plant down.
To build towards that. Still there's delay to come through. They're heading in towards where the Sentinels are playing. And Trent gets the first. G2 combining together and putting themselves 3 players up.
Had a few hero rounds this game, but of course...
having to try and get that over the line, but at least G2 have an answer back. And also on top of that, they've been able to fight through the Vice setup and maneuver that pretty perfectly. And it wasn't the players out of shot that done it, it was the players out of shower.
Someone that's looking around, lurking around, and it is going to be Leaf. We have seen them lurk throughout this, but that's really nice. Unexpected.
Yeah, you're forcing the hand now because G2 almost are forced to execute into the B side, in towards Meteor's Vise, and he gets another kill.
Yeah, really difficult for G2 to decide if they want to go out in onto this one, and they will be, and it's Izu that cleans up too. I mean...
absolutely massive from T1. It comes from finding Leaf, and as they come out, it's just complete cleanups. Like, they know the...
Yeah, I like that they did that. And now this round, I mean, they're going to go for the same sort of push out showers, but this time backed up with a flash, but it actually swings in G2's way, with Yogmo being able to pick up that first kill.
Yeah. And he knows that players would have maybe come out here. Only one player is in on the site. It was Jogamo, but the spike is elsewhere. T1 have fell for this hook, line, and sinker. You saw how quickly Leaf was calling for the rotate. And finally, it'll go towards.
Big.
It is 3 players have been found, and Stax' Molly has done a bit of work. Isho trying to clutch up and does so. Yeah.
Just giving them all the information, being able to jump on the spike because of it, and of course you've got Stax able to peek off of it and just help the plant go down, and Izu finishing it off. It was really, really lovely team play to see.
It's the fact that this Vice setup isn't here. Finally, they get a free site to try and go into. Buzz is being caught. There's one more player there, and that's being called. Meteor at least denies Leaf from getting that pick, but Jonah P knows and is close by to try and pick it up. G2 are 1 player to the good. If Stax doesn't get caught, still the Brim is surviving on 14 points of health.
Show us what you can do, Sylvan. 14 HP and a flash to help assist it, but it is, of course, Jogamo that is going to close out the round. And I think as well, T1, we've seen them take bathroom control so many times on their defense so far that they knew that it was going to be a hit towards A from G2. They just couldn't get their defenses together, ready in time.
100%. They've got an alcove in which to work with to get that spike down, but they would rather wait for the Viper's pit to go down. Jogamo would rather put Stax in the ground. To use a shorty and a Viper's pit is exactly what you would want if you're Leaf. Unfortunately, he won't get a heads-up gunfight. Meteor will, and he'll win it.
And there is the Gecko as well to play off the back of it. Time going down on the clock now, 20 seconds.
Ends the defense, but look at Jonah P. He's got one, but the players have eluded him. He's got one more. Buzz towards Lamps. Need to get the spike down. He's almost spot T1 the round, but hasn't been able to. In terms of the utility that G2 can work with, other than that, it's not a lot. Izu does have the Dizzy, looking for the first gunfight and finds it. Throws the Dizzy out, taps his spike, looks to go up against Valen, but Mr. Cool will put it over the line. Double digits for G2. The Seekers have been used out. Leaf was towards the A side of the map, and well, as the execute comes in, there is a little bit of delay, and again, T1 buy themselves time to get players into position, and so does Meteor's Phantom. Look at this! It's flawless from the Korean side.
Yeah, that was just a lovely round from Meteor. Jogamo usually disrespecting that Vi's utility, but being trapped in hookah, not being able to do it.
Versus 5, which is something that we've not seen much of. The thrash has been sent on either side. Players caught, Meteor capitalizes. There goes Tread. No more G2. Gecko utility, and no more players are starting to hemorrhage them. Jonah P at least has an answer, but T1 are on the spike. They have control of it, and they have control of the round. It has to be the Spectre of Leaf to get something, but they will not find it. It is T1 once again, Billy, who are able to defeat the giants of our scene.
Phenomenal Valorant coming out from T1 there. I mean, we were questioning as soon as they went onto that defensional, what are they actually going to be able to do with it?
Teams, right, like that's going to be massive for them. Now, looking at the scoreboard and looking at who was highlights here, I mean, Isu was absolutely lights out.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the supportive utility that Izu was able to provide for Buzz, even being left solo on site a lot of the time on that defense there too, when we had the pack over towards that B site, yeah.